And what's going on, everybody? This is Jake Leno, and I am here with my guy Mal. What's up, sir?
Yo, what's going on? Been a while.
It has been a while. Well, we are here to do a review on episode 1 and 2 of Wonder Man. Um, Mal. I mean, you had said this prior before the stream started. Did you want to Did you want to reintroduce what you had said before the stream started, or I didn't know how comfortable you felt?
I mean, as far as what, like my thoughts on the first two episodes, or
Basically, basically, Disney and Marvel feel as though that they can do whatever they
oh yeah,
want,
yeah,
and people are going to watch it.
yeah. Dude, they got pretty ballsy with this show, like insanely ballsy, and they knew exactly what they were doing by dropping it all at once. Because there's no way on God's green earth that this series would have lasted on a week-to-week basis.
No,
There's no way.
no,
The
this
viewership
would
would have
have fell
dropped.
off.
The viewership would have dropped week after week after week until the only people who were watching it was them themselves. That would have been it for them. So they did the right thing by dropping it all at once. We could all just binge it and get it out of the way and move on with our lives. You know?
Yeah, this is like dining in at Taco Bell. You get your food real warm, fresh, and then you can use the restroom there. 'Cause that's how fast this is gonna go. This show sucks.
It's so boring. So this is okay. So do you want to like go like with the like a review on it, like a fast review?
Yeah,
or
yeah. Go ahead. I mean,
you can go first if you want.
okay. All right. So I mean, basically, like I said in my video, I knew that the acting would be superb.
Yeah,
Yaya is a phenomenal actor,
yeah, he's great.
and I don't even want to go like episode per with this with my breakdown, but if this show wasn't called Wonder Man, it would be phenomenal. But this is
Right.
Wonder Man, everybody. Wonder Man's supposed to be one of the strongest guys in America and Marvel.
So this is my
And
thing. Okay. Now go ahead. You done or
I mean, for now, yeah, go ahead.
okay? Yeah. So I was gonna say that I'm super unfamiliar with Wonder Man, and before I even like knew about this show, I had no idea who he was. So I feel like if your plan is to like introduce this character to people who don't know Wonder Man like that, in my opinion, they didn't do a good job at it. It's such a slogfest, and it's like from what I know now about the character, Wonder Man is a cool character. Like he has cool powers. He seems pretty cool. But this show is doing a terrible, terrible way of displaying that. It's not even really about his powers. I mean, it kind of is, but it mostly isn't at the same time. It's about Simon trying to land a role, a quote unquote role per se. And it's like they give us bits and pieces of him displaying his power, but that's it. Now, I only seen episode 1 and 2. I didn't finish the whole thing, but from what I've seen, I feel like, well, for one, the show is 8 episodes, and that's it. So I feel like for episodes 1 and 2, you got to really reel people in and like get things going. Because like from what I've seen, it's just the same thing. It's just, oh, let's tape an audition. Let's do this. Let's help me with these lines, yada yada. It's like there's no like how do I put this? There isn't a single piece of like superheroism or like action at all.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't feel like a superhero show at all. That's my point.
So if you're going to introduce Wonder Man, I do not believe that there is a way to introduce one. I don't think Wonder Man should have his own series. I think that they should drop the West Coast Avengers, and the beginning of the series is centered around developing Wonder Man because he is an action star actor in the comics. And while you're going in between the other characters, since it's supposedly going to be Shang-Chi, She-Hulk, Kamala Khan, you bounce back from those characters because this isn't enough. because he's never going to use his powers enough in this series, and they're not doing a
Right.
season 2 of this
I
show.
doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt
It's
it.
not. It's just not going to happen.
I highly doubt
So
it. Yeah.
it's just not going to happen. And I think that Disney just released this. I think that whoever wrote this script, I think their mouths are really, really sore because they had to do a lot of sucking to get this film on Disney. And you're lucky to get this actor to read your script because he did a phenomenal job in acting.
Dude, words cannot
This is the
explain.
best this is the best actor you're going to get to play Wonder Man.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
This is as good as it's going to get.
words cannot explain how much of a great job this guy is doing at playing Wonder Man or Simon, I guess. Like he's doing a fantastic job, man. He's carrying the show. He's carrying the show for me. Like he's just that good of an actor, and he's doing a great job. But like,
while being a squire, while
Yeah.
sucking the lungs of another actor on the set, he's a little unexperienced boy. Like this guy's being degraded on his own show for the first 2 episodes.
You're right. Yeah. But
This black man's not good enough and can't keep his emotions together in this Hollywood world surrounded by all these white people that don't understand him. It takes a white man to open the doors for him. Are you kidding me? What's up, Jonan?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Yo, Jordan, what up?
I didn't even know you guys were live, but yeah, what's happening?
Talking about this Wonder Man. This Wonder
So
Man.
you guys watched it because obviously I didn't see the show, so you guys could probably just tell me all about it.
There's not much to tell, honestly, man.
Basically, this show depicts the experience of Hollywood in acting and casting calls, and already Simon Williams, not Simmons Williams, is
He's a race swap.
a swap, not swamp. But so basically he's a struggling actor, a very talented struggling actor that Hollywood doesn't have the time to care about his dedication and his passion for acting, and he stumbles across one of his childhood and actors from, because he liked the original Wonder Man movie that's on the show. He stumbles across him at a movie theater, and at that point he developed this relationship that got him on the new relaunch of Wonder Man. It's a race swap within a race swap. And he doesn't use any of his powers, and they tease it in the first 2 episodes. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. So it's like a reboot kind of thing where he's trying to get the role and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
So is the childhood actor, is it the old guy that was playing
he was a villain.
The guy from that Superman movie, the leader of Bavaria or whatever, or is it Ben Kingsley's character?
Let me see. I don't have
Trevor.
I cannot reference the actor on hand. So let me see.
Oh.
It's the long-haired older guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's that played
the guy that's in the trailer.
All right, I got you.
But yeah, he's gonna have to hide his powers. I mean, kind of what I said in the original video. This is Mal. What do you have to? What can save this? What can save this show?
Wait, can you guys hear me or no?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wait, hold on real quick. Sorry. My mic's acting up.
I got you.
No, you're good. Well, at least we can hear you. I know about
you. What cracks me up is his reaction video wise and content creator wise. This show falls in line with all of the rest of MCU's bashed content that has pretty much been trending for the past 7 years. Like Don't we complain about the suit, the superhero suit? Don't we? Don't YouTubers always complain of not enough action, being dull and being boring? So I don't understand how this show does it, it gets the praise now.
Well, a part of me at first I was kind of thinking they probably bought this off as far as like the reactionary, well, not the reactionaries, but the critical scores and all that, because a lot of that can be faked or fabricated. But maybe it probably is like a decent show, like because I still haven't watched it, but it probably is a decent show, but it's just not fitting for that superhero genre, And
Exactly.
then
That's exactly what it is. Like,
powers and all that stuff as a backdrop.
yeah, yeah. If it wasn't called Wonder Man, this show, and if it wasn't a superhero show, it'd be a good show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this show's gonna make it. Just like Mal said.
Yeah, which is kind of a shame because like the actor Yahya Abdul Martin, I think he's a good actor and stuff. I mean, I was kind of
he's acting well. He's saving the show. He's carrying the show as a lead as well.
Yeah, like I was kind of annoyed, like because a couple of years ago he kind of said, "Oh, superhero work is clown work," and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "But you were pretty good in like Aquaman when you played Black Manta." So I'm like, honestly, I thought he was one of the best parts. I was like, "Man, that's crazy."
He picked up a role to be a superhero,
right? And then he was also in that Watchmen show. He was playing Dr. Manhattan. I didn't watch that show, but heard some things, but still, like so I'm like, you kind of escaped by on superhero work, bro.
Yo, hear me?
Yeah, we heard you last time.
Okay, no, it's just this thing is like it's just such an old mic now. It's going out, but yeah, what were y'all talking about?
Oh yeah, we were talking about like I was just talking about Yahya Abdul, and I was just saying like he's a good actor and stuff. And it just feels like his talents are kind of wasted here.
I 1000% agree. Like I was telling Jay earlier, like he's saving the show. Like Yahya is saving the show. He's doing such a fantastic job. Like he's literally carrying the show for me.
Yeah.
He's just he was given such a boring script. I feel like the script is just so boring. It's just not much there. There's not much there. I haven't finished the whole thing. I've only seen episodes 1 and 2, but like there isn't enough to like motivate me to keep watching. Like I don't really care as much about the FBI plot, about Trevor wanting to expose Simon for having powers. Like that isn't intriguing enough for me. Like it's interesting, but not interesting enough for me to keep watching it. Because aside from that, there's nothing going on. It's just Simon doing acting stuff, and I don't care about that. I'm sorry, I don't. Because I was telling Jay this earlier before the stream even started. Like they forget that we're comic book fans, dude. Like we want to see action and like comic book stuff. That's all we really care about.
Yep. And they don't do it again.
They got very ballsy with this show.
So
they did.
So instead, leading into Black History Month, we get to see a traumatized, emotional Black man with mom and dad issues suppress his rage.
I don't understand why it couldn't just be about the FBI versus Wonder Man or Simon. I don't know why it couldn't just be about that.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Why did it have to be an acting show about him like acting and all that stuff?
You also need like a stable.
In the comics, he was an action hero in the comics.
Yeah.
Okay, but like
he's kind of like a Johnny Cage type of guy.
But are his stories about him like landing roles and like auditioning for roles, or is he actually doing like superhero stuff? Is he fighting people or like fighting bad guys? Like what's he doing in the comics? Because that's my thing here. This show does not feel like a comic book show at all.
So Wonder Man does have some very cool moments. He's got a really cool villain arc because he's really hard to defeat because of how strong he is. He also there are variants of him to where they use some of his consciousness from his brain and have used it to create Vision. Him and Vision have fought against each other and have rivaled each other. They've also been allies. Like Wonder Man and Vision normally kind of run hand in hand together. So, maybe they canceled the Vision series and said, we're going to do Wonder Man. Unless you guys
You know,
have
also
heard
learned
anything about
No,
the
Vision's still
Binge-Dropping.
happening. Vision's still gonna
I was about to say,
happen.
I learned some things that you might be interested in, Jay Leno, about Wonder
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
So like, yeah, like you said already about him being like, you know, the catalyst for Vision and stuff in his brain patterns, but also the whole reason why Vision has like feelings for Scarlet Witch in the first place is because of Wonder Man, and they used to have like a whole love triangle thing going on back in the comics and stuff. And on top of that, Wonder Man also used to be best friends with Beast from the X-Men stuff as well. So I'm like, man, that sounds like the type of character you would definitely love.
Yeah.
So
So I, I mean, to keep it a buck, like, because I am such a Vision fan, I had to see Wonder Man growing up since I was like 10 or 11 years old. I had to like know something about Wonder Man.
yeah,
So that's why I'm like, you know what? This is not my Wonder Man.
yeah,
Wonder,
Yeah, I
Wonder
don't
Man
know,
was
man.
never this emotional. He has to be, I guess, because he's black. It's time to make him emotional and in
maybe.
his feelings. Because when we get not only do we get a race swap, we get an emotional black man. So, oh yeah, it's
Oh
not
god.
woke, but it really is woke if you really think about it. Maybe, you know, it just feels different when you don't see a homosexual, but this guy's sensitive as hell.
He definitely is. He is a little bit sensitive. He is.
And Yaya's the perfect man to play him.
Yeah, he'd be crashing out. I'd be seeing some of those clips and stuff.
Yeah, he crashes out. He like breaks stuff around him, and yeah.
And honestly, like the thing about Wonder Man is, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the character or anything, and I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about the character. I
Right.
know a little bit of the surface level of things because I do have like kind of his first appearance in like one of my graphic novels and all that stuff. So yeah, I know of him, but Wonder Man to me has always just been more of a team-based character. He's not like
Exactly.
one of those type of characters that can like really hold his own. Well, he has his own comics and stuff, like his own like run of a comic. But I mean, like he has to be with a team at least, you know, with other characters to kind of bounce off of.
Dude,
That's how
I was thinking the same thing. Like he could have been perfectly fine if he appeared in like a bigger project.
So
Like I don't think he needed
I-
his own show.
I didn't know if you had listened to my theory, Jonan, but I had mentioned that if they just threw out the West Coast Avengers, and at the beginning of or the first episode, just how this first episode was, is you center the beginning of the episode around Wonder Man, but then you segue into the to other characters periodically through the first two episodes, but it just wouldn't just be Wonder Man. How would you
Yeah.
feel about that?
I mean, I definitely would like to see like the West Coast Avengers though. I think that would definitely be like a good fit because a lot of those characters, like Marvel has a lot of characters where they work in teams versus being solo acts, and the West Coast Avengers is definitely like composed of a lot of those characters,
Sidekicks.
right? Or well, not even sidekicks, but just more like team-based characters. Like, can you imagine like let's say, I don't know, the Fantastic Four, right?
Mhm.
They're all great characters, but they all work well as a team versus being like, oh, they can have like a solo thing here and there, but it's not going to be like long running though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the West Coast Avengers, there's plenty of characters that they got. Like I kind of said before in the chat, it was probably in one of these streams where I was like, you know, I'd definitely like to see them bring in like Mockingbird. I heard she was in Agents of Shield. She's supposed to be married to Hawkeye, but they never did that here in the MCU, so that's unfortunate. And then there's Tigra and stuff. I wish they could probably bring her in. That'd be pretty cool. And there's just a bunch of other characters too.
Do you guys think Wonder Man's gonna make an appearance in any cinematic films?
Yeah, I think we'll see him again. But as far as him getting his own show or another season, that's not happening. This is a one and done, and they proved that by dropping the whole thing at once.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee it, but I might say it's a possibility. Yeah, like if they're gonna do this, they might come in, but I also heard as well that there was no like references at all to like any of the other Marvel characters like that. So I don't know.
From what I've watched, that's true. Yeah.
From a I guess I'll call it, it's a non-reliable source, but I didn't even click it because I just didn't like the source about WandaVision having a second season. I don't think we obviously know they haven't filmed anything, and I don't think that they're going to do a second season of Wanda. But I don't know.
Nah,
That's the only thing.
that's over. Yeah, that's over with.
Yeah, a lot of those shows, especially in the beginning, like for the MCU shows, when they got on like Disney Plus and stuff, a lot of those are like kind of almost like one and dones where there's no
Yeah,
season 2 now, except for Daredevil Born Again. But yeah,
the shows usually lead into something else. Like WandaVision led into Multiverse of
Multiverse.
Madness. Yeah, yep.
I just don't. I don't see where this would lead. I don't think Wonder
Yeah,
Man would
man.
show up in Secret Wars.
He could.
Let me
could.
see here. Let me see if there's any comic book reference to Wonder Man in Secret Wars. He's not. I don't think he's going to be in Battle World.
maybe him and Trevor might show up.
They don't need another
Out
powerful being. So let me see.
Depends on who that might be going up against, though. I'll say that much. But yeah, because Wonder Man was kind of created originally to to defeat the Avengers and stuff. So he's kind of like that powerful.
I feel like we'll see him in Secret Wars probably. That's gonna be the film where they put everybody in. They're gonna have everybody in that movie.
Secret Wars. Doomsday feels too soon for Simon to read. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to see if there's any reference to him in Secret Wars. Nothing popped up from Google from AI overview.
Yeah. Well, they're still working on Doomsday, so they gotta get that straightened out first before they move on to Secret Wars.
And this was a fast last minute idea, because the Wonder Man idea was that 3 years ago when they pitched the idea, and they started filming right when we got the idea pitched and we just now received it.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure when this whole thing started production.
It
I
might
know I
have
heard
been,
about it a while ago, but I don't know.
it might have been more actually. Because remember how they announced all that stuff like Blade and all that, but that was way back in like 2019 after like
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Because when they started speaking on Wonder Man, I had just started streaming.
Yeah. And like Ironheart as well, and then you saw how that got delayed.
Yeah. Well, I think in the streams, one of you guys had mentioned that Ironheart was actually sitting on the shelf, and they just blew the dust off of it from the pandemic and just released it.
Yeah, I think Bundle might have said that before, but yeah, it just feels like they just dusted off that show and was like, we might as well go with it. Same thing with Marvel Zombies.
Oh, that's what I'll say. This show is worse than Ironheart.
Well, I can't say.
I'm trying to think here. This show is worse than
Because Ironheart. I can see from your
Hawkeye.
perspective that it has more action in it, at least like some kind of
This show is. I'm trying to think. Do you guys think it's worse than Falcon and Winter Soldier?
So far, yeah.
Not gonna lie though, I actually did like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I know it's not exactly perfect, but I would definitely watch that any time of day over.
I liked it too. Yeah, for me, that show kind of fell off toward the end, but I liked it a lot.
I didn't know were with WandaVision, but I got WandaVision above this.
Bro, WandaVision, in my opinion, is a top 3 Marvel show.
It's my
from
favorite
Disney.
produced and acted show.
WandaVision just fell off hard in those last 2 episodes, but before that, it was.
Yeah, it did.
But before that, it was golden to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I was really hyped about it and stuff, all the way through, watching every episode next week or whatever. Then I was kind of like, all right. Looking back on it, I was kind of, and this is just how I personally feel. I'm like, eh. It's nice to get those little references and stuff to all those sitcoms, but it's just like,
yeah,
it's just like I don't know, it just doesn't do anything for me after you watch it once.
for me, I think Daredevil, WandaVision, and I guess, actually, you know what? Maybe just those 2. Yeah, just Daredevil and WandaVision were the only 2 shows where I actually was excited to watch the next episode. Like
Yeah,
I looked forward to the next episode, you know,
I agree.
and I waited for it anxiously like every week.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Is this show better than Agatha?
See, I haven't even watched Agatha, but
I didn't watch it either.
I mean,
So
I know, I'm just messing around.
I'm about to say Agatha, like really. I mean, Wanda had so many plot lines that kept you interested in each episode because really, I mean, part of us we're anticipating Mephisto, and Agatha, we finally got Mephisto, and then you have the children, of course. So
I'm gonna say
I
it
was
probably
I
is
was
better than Agatha, just on the sole fact that Agatha did not like, in my opinion, that show has way less of a meaning to me than this show. Like
it's
I'd
pro-
rather watch the Wonder Man
Ag-
show than Agatha.
all the rest of these shows are more comic book oriented than this show. I'll say that.
That is true too. Agatha was at least comic booky. It was.
Matter of fact, although Echo's not that interesting, and
Yeah, the witches and stuff.
she's a female lead, the actual fight scenes in Echo and having Daredevil in it, I think Echo's better than this show.
I would say, like, well, since I haven't seen the show yet, it can't be worse than She-Hulk.
See, I didn't
okay,
finish
so
She-Hulk.
I
I have an opinion.
I watched She-Hulk. Okay, so but for this, I only seen episodes 1 and 2. So I'm gonna compare episodes 1 and 2 of She-Hulk compared to this. And honestly, I'm gonna go with She-Hulk. And I'm being
Oh, you would rather watch She-Hulk over the show?
the first few episodes, yeah.
Oh,
Look,
no.
again. I mean, besides
I haven't seen this whole show yet.
besides
so.
her personality, the events, She-Hulk was kind of comic book accurate.
A little bit.
Maybe not as much fight, but event-wise,
I don't know. I just kind of felt low-key. I felt like a little offended by that show. I'm not even a huge Hulk fan, like a war She-Hulk fan. I mean, they messed up Titania and they messed up the Wrecking Crew. And I'm like, man, that's crazy.
You know what? I actually might keep watching this show to like see how good it gets. Because like I don't like this. It can't be like this the whole show.
And
how long is it going to take to warm up, though? That's the real question.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, how about this? Iron Fist or this show?
Iron Fist.
I haven't watched Iron Fist. I don't know.
I didn't have much animosity against Iron Fist when I saw it a long time ago. But looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, it definitely had its problems. But I would rather watch Iron Fist because at least it has some action and stuff in it.
And it's clear Disney can't find any other black actors. So, I mean, they're recasting Luke Cage actors into MCU content again. So, I mean, obviously Luke Cage is better than this.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did like Luke. That was an awesome show, Luke Cage.
SSJ says, nah, She-Hulk was awful. I wouldn't touch that show with a 10-foot pole.
Well, lucky. And we'll
I mean, I'm just saying, compared to the first episodes of this,
there's action
I'd rather
in
watch
all
She-Hulk.
of these other shows. How about that? There are real fight scenes in the rest of these shows. Will we get any action in this show?
I hope so, because like it can't be. That's what I'm saying. It can't be this way the entire way.
Myself.
Like if this whole show is just him spazzing out and throwing super tantrums here and there, I can't, man.
I did see one, but you guys will probably watch that later. I only saw like with him doing some stuff.
Okay.
But it's probably just like one. It might be one scene, but I don't know. But I could be wrong. But he did do something against.
What is he going to do? Rage out and stop a car or push a car? And it's like, he's powerful.
Well, I mean, he ain't gonna spoil it, so don't spoil it.
I was gonna say you want me to at least tell you. I mean, it's not like I know the plot like that or anything, but yeah, because I just saw him fight some guys. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
Well, fight some dudes. Okay,
that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to know.
I mean, obviously his power is going to be nerfed, but just for the people to know, like Wonder Man's is very powerful.
That's their way, dude.
Almost as powerful to go hands up with Luke Cage.
That's the way of being like, hey guys, this is still a comic book show. Don't forget that it's still the MCU. Here you go. Here's a fight scene.
Now go back in here and look in the mirror and get emotional.
Go back on the audition tape.
Now the white version of Wonder Man was not that emotional. How about that?
See, I have no idea because I don't know Wonder Man.
I hear he's a little bit kind of happy-go-lucky from what I heard.
It's kind of corny, heroic kind of guy.
And it's kind of weird because in this show he just has powers for the sake of having powers, right?
Hmm.
But in the comics, he's supposed to get his powers from like the Masters of Evil and stuff. They made like some kind of formula or some like Baron Zemo ran a test or something. He did something to him, gave him like some kind of serum or whatever. That's how he got his powers, pretty much. So they don't even cover that much with this show.
Hold on. I'll display somebody else's content for 1 second.
How you buy a show about a thing about Wonder Man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why not? You know.
true.
Who is Marvel's Wonder Man? Let's take a look. Like a lot of people in comics, Simon Williams didn't start his life with superpowers. Though he did grow up rich, which is a superpower to some people. However, after his family business went under due to losing out on contracts to Stark Industries, he vowed vengeance on Tony Stark, which he got the chance to take once Baron Zemo and the Masters of Evil powered him up, granting him super strength, flight, a healing factor, and a ton of energy manipulation abilities. Though he initially served alongside the Masters of Evil, fighting against the Avengers, he soon figured out the error of his ways and swapped sides, becoming one of the most distinguished members of Earth's mightiest heroes. Who is Marvel's Wonder Man? Let's take a look. Like a lot of people
Back in the '60s with Baron Zemo, Enchantress, and Executioner.
Yep.
But yeah, but he died in the end of that comic though. But then he like came back to life with more power and all that stuff.
So maybe well, no, so are they going to say? Are they going to? I wonder. Are they going to reference and go back in time when he dies and comes back? And does he at least get the experiment done to him? In these 8 episodes, are they going to give us more of an order?
Yeah, dude, and like, where's that at? Like, how did he get these powers?
Yeah,
Where's the info on that? Like, dude, like, come on, man.
But look, in the first episode, they did start the episode with flashbacks of his childhood. So I've only seen episode 1 or 2.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Have I told you guys about Wonder Man's brother already in the past?
It's not referencing to me right now. Go ahead, hit us with it.
All right.
It's with the Knowledge College.
So basically, Wonder Man does have a brother. He's the one that got him to with the connection with the Masters of Evil and stuff. He's called I believe he's called the Grim Reaper or the Reaper or something. But basically, that's his brother and whatnot. He's one of his villains and a villain of the Avengers and all that. I remember I was reading this comic and stuff, right, with the Grim Reaper, and low key, the Grim Reaper is kind of a racist.
Okay.
And you got this race swap Wonder Man here, where he's black and stuff. I remember like he was he was with this one girl. She was like what is she? She was like albino and stuff. She's like, oh, but I'm a black woman and stuff. He's like, nah, girl, you're a white woman. He was, and you guys remember M'Baku and stuff, right? He was working with Grim Reaper, and he was like, man, the Grim Reaper was calling him all types of names and stuff like that. And yeah, in that comic. So just to put that out there, but yeah, that's so Wonder Man does actually have a villain though, but yeah, but they probably won't like use him in this show.
Mal, does this show make you more interested knowing that you have another a black guy to relate to in a superhero show?
No. like I never really cared about identity politics. I really don't care about that kind of stuff.
You sure? I mean, like, I don't want people to think you're an Uncle Tom.
No, I'm being for real. I don't really care about
because I mean, you're
whatever. Like
I don't care what
a character's race.
You're supposed to feel warm inside.
I've always like I told you this a thousand times. Like me personally, no, I don't really care for race swaps, but like, I mean, once it happens, it is what it is. And at that point, it's up to like it's up to the show if it'll be good or not, or that race swap casting. Like there's plenty of swaps that I like. Like I actually like Jim Gordon a lot in the Batman. He was like really good, and he was black. This guy here is good too. What's his name? Yaya. Yeah, like he's the one saving grace of this entire show for me so far.
I don't know. I think
But I still don't really. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with race swaps, but
Right, I know what you mean. Because
yeah,
back in the day, I mean, I had no problem with race swaps like that either. Back when I was a kid, because you're growing up and stuff, you don't really care about that. You're like, oh, that's a little weird, but I mean, all right, this is the black version of this character in this. This is the white version of the character of that. Like,
right,
let's go.
exactly, yeah, yeah.
Well, obviously, you guys know I love the Daredevil movie and stuff. They got Michael Clark Duncan as King
Yeah.
from back in the day, or like you guys seen Fantastic Four. And you guys know who Alicia Masters is?
it sounds
Wait,
familiar.
yeah, that sounds familiar. Who's that? What's her name?
She's the, exactly, but she's the Thing's girlfriend, and now she's like
Oh
his wife.
yeah. Okay.
Remember, like in the old cartoons and the comics and stuff, Alicia's supposed to be like a white redhead girl, and she's like blind and stuff. But in the movies,
Yeah, she's black. She's
first
played by
movie, exactly,
by Kerry Washington. Yeah.
right. They raised her to be black. I didn't mind that either, but
Yeah.
but for me personally, one of my breaking points with race swaps was when we got to like Fan Four Stick and
Right. Yeah.
Johnny Storm was being played by Michael B. Jordan. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is Johnny black? Like that doesn't
Right.
make sense. Him and Sue were supposed to be, and that just messes up the story right there. So that's my major problem with race swaps. And then they kind of started making it into a more of a political kind of thing, where it's like, oh, okay, well, and then we're gonna do this to enrage the racists and the fanboys or whatever. And it's like that's a waste of energy.
In my opinion, it's very divisive too.
Yeah, it is.
It is divisive. So when it comes to TV shows, movies, action figures, any property, the race swaps disappoint me, but it won't stop me from watching a show or even enjoying a show. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
will admit that I have a problem with it going into the film,
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
into whatever I'm watching. So yeah, it's not that the race swap did not make me dislike.
I have more of an issue with gender swaps. That's one thing I
I was just
absolutely
like, oh
hate.
shit! Old stuff. They're already moving in the wrong direction. They're so worried about this product that they were willing to change. That they changed it to a black man because they figure to themselves, we'll at least get a black audience to watch this show.
Yeah.
That's
or like
it.
even like back in the day and stuff, there was plenty of race swaps. Like, Batman '89, Billy D. Williams was playing Harvey Dent and stuff. I was like, wait, that's Harvey Dent. Or like we all saw the Dark Knight trilogy and stuff. This is a lesser known character, but Commissioner Loeb, he was the commissioner before Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
He was played by a black dude in that, and he's supposed to be like an old white guy in the Batman Year One comic, or Heimdall from Thor and stuff.
Right. But I actually liked Heimdall and Thor though.
Right. Like he's.
I'm saying there's some that are great, but there's some that are like, okay, like you need to touch them.
Or you like race swap like such a high level type of character, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Like I think like some of the higher characters shouldn't be swapped.
Yeah,
but they should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's why I didn't have a problem.
So SSJ says, I hate race swaps. It changes the character for no reason. I hated Black Gordon in the Batman because now ever since that film, Gordon is black when he used to be a redhead. I mean, here we are.
See now the thing with Gordon is like how they gonna do Batgirl now? Like is she gonna be a black chick? Because that's his
I don't know
daughter.
about that with Gordon entirely, because I know what he's talking about, because he's talking about like the Batman, and then we got King Crusader, which is done by Matt Reeves. Yeah. But they've been doing that a lot with Batgirl, definitely with Barbara Gordon, and trying to like make her she's black and stuff like that or whatever, or change their genders and stuff.
Because you know what, she was black in that unreleased Batgirl film that they got canned.
Yeah, she was like I think half black. Or like,
yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I guess sometimes it's acceptable to a point, but at least it does. The race swap happened in a comic, and that's Samuel L. Jackson,
right? Like
as Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a huge thing about that too, where like
I wasn't crazy about it, but I accepted it.
Yeah,
I don't. I actually don't mind that one.
It's a long story though, because back in the 2000s and stuff, when they did Ultimate Spider-Man, they had like that's when they race swapped Nick Fury and stuff to be black, right? But they designed him with Samuel L. Jackson's like likeness and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So Samuel L. Jackson kind of got pissed about that when he found out, and then like there was a whole lawsuit that he had against Marvel. So now for him, it's like, he won't press the lawsuit unless they cast him as Nick Fury and stuff. So that's the reason why they have to like always have Samuel L. Jackson play as Nick Fury and stuff, where they have to promote the black Nick Fury the most.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but Marvel wrote themselves, and Brian Michael Bendis wrote themselves in that situation. Still, I mean, Black Nick Fury is all right, but I kind of like both the white and black. They're all right,
Yeah. That's what Jay says. The canceled Batgirl film, she was black, but Gordon was J.K. Simmons from Batfleck. But for some reason, Michael Keaton was there.
Wait, he was Gordon in the Batgirl movie?
No, so well, I know what he's thinking though, because J.K. Simmons, he was the DCEU.
Yeah, I know he was Gordon in the DCEU, but in the Snyderverse, but
I
the
think
Batgirl film.
But I think the Batgirl film, I think it's supposed to be like a continuation of the Batman '89 stuff, even though we already had the Joel Schumacher stuff, which is supposed to be a continuation. But
Right,
I
yeah.
don't know. It's a whole lot of convoluted stuff, and then you saw how the Flash was, so they were just doing anything with that.
This, as Jay says, they got lucky with Samuel Jackson. To be honest, he's charismatic, so people didn't complain. And for the most part, it's like the original comic book fans had a connection with Nick Fury, and if now other than Nick Fury being, other than Samuel Jackson being such a big name, probably, well, to me, my favorite black actor of all time, or not one of the best actors of all time, but they didn't really give us a display of like Nick Fury having that many drones and clones of himself. And that was kind of his thing in the comics. Like, you would think that Nick Fury died several times. So we didn't really get a Nick Fury, long story short. That's why I mentioned that.
Yeah,
Dude,
it does feel
Yeah,
like the Shield stuff has been a little bit undercut, because after Captain America, Winter Soldier and stuff, they kind of just dropped Shield entirely,
you're right, yeah.
like Sword and all that other stuff.
He said Gordon was he said he was Gordon in the canceled Batgirl film. How?
Yeah, no, that does. I don't know. That sounds
See,
like
that doesn't make sense because J.K. Simmons is white. He's white as snow, and Batgirl was a black chick. So and that's supposed to be his daughter.
They could probably do that whole adoption thing, because I think in the original stuff,
I was thinking
Batgirl
either that or they could say his wife was black.
No, in the original comics, way back in Post Crisis, Batgirl is technically, or Barbara Gordon is supposed to be technically Commissioner Gordon's niece, but his adopted daughter from his brother.
Right.
But then they changed it later where she's officially his biological daughter. But yeah, you're right. It still doesn't make any sense though.
Yeah, they would have to say she's adopted or his wife was black or something.
Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury didn't do too much. I mean, a little. I mean, he assembled the Avengers. That's and then called in Captain Marvel. I mean, there was more that he could have done though. Like Jay Leno has said here.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, he had drones. Had as many drones, very Doom-like. Like we thought Nick in the comics, we thought Nick Fury have died several times.
Yeah.
Weapons expert, of course, great in martial arts. He went toe to toe with a lot of people.
Okay, so would you guys finish Wonder Man? Are you guys gonna finish it or no?
I'm not even gonna start the race, to be honest.
I'm gonna watch reviews. So in a way, I will.
Yeah, that's probably
when I see a review that says something exciting has happened with this show, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably check out some reviews and maybe some reactionaries, probably, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get Disney Plus again right now and just to watch Wonder Man.
No, I'm definitely watching this illegally. I don't have the passion to this doesn't inspire me. This doesn't interest me. Maybe if he puts the suit on and fights somebody, I might. But how about yourself, man?
I'm thinking. I'm considering it. I don't know. I'm considering it. Cause my thing is this: I don't want to watch it the rest of the show just for a few cool moments.
Yeah,
that's not worth watching the whole show, in my opinion.
Well, the studio thought that you'd really want to know what it's like to be an actor in Hollywood. That's what they wanted you to do, is
Yeah,
appreciate
it's like
that
no one
moment.
really, like no
Where
one
it's like
cares about.
some
Dude, we're
behind the scenes
nerds,
type
bro.
stuff
We're
that they
comic
can
book
always do,
fans.
or like a documentary.
You guys needed a break from the superheroes just to have a regular show without a superhero.
Yeah, they gotta do a whole Marvel project and stuff to be like, oh yeah, guys, superhero fatigue is real. So let's stop doing superhero stuff for our superhero brand.
I know. And you know what? They went full in with that.
Right.
Yeah, these black folks will eat this up. This will get us by until the Punisher special comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daredevil.
8 out of 10, fellas.
8 out of freaking 10. Out of everything I've watched in the past 4 or 5 years, this is the only 8 out of 10 I can give out. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The best Disney Marvel show ever. Yeah, nah.
When you talking if hypocrisy had a face.
Too bad. A black face. Nah, let me quit playing.
Yeah, hypocrisy definitely had a race swap tonight. All right. Well, guys, I almost want to wrap this up, man. I think I've squeezed this lemon.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you guys really want like some Wonder Man stuff or whatever, I mean, of course, there's always the comics, the Avengers comics, or watch the Avenger cartoons. Like, I mean, of course, there's Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where I think Wonder Man had like an episode, but you know, they never had his redemption arc there. And then there's the very old Avengers cartoon that came on back in like I think it was '99. Avengers United They Stand.
That's the one I watched. That's how I became a Vision fan, bro. Yep.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, the show is not good in my opinion, but yeah,
when it came out,
I think they had some good. Yeah. It looked kind of cool though, but like after a while, you're kind of like you think of like, But yeah,
and Wonder Man definitely died on that show, and he had.
I forgot he died on that show.
Yep. Like they literally put his consciousness in the Vision on that show. It wasn't just like for scientific.
Yeah. I remember well, because I watched it a couple years ago. I remember they were going up against the Zodiac, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch was in that, etc. Of course, you know, Vision. And it's supposed to be a part of that the Spider-Man the animated series and X-Men the animated series universe and everything too.
Yep, with that Silver Surfer show as well.
Oh yeah, that too.
And Fantastic Four, all of that was all connected together.
Yep, same universe. But Avengers United They Stand, and Spider-Man Unlimited were like the last two shows from that and Silver Surfer were like the last.
Oh, that last
shows.
arc. No, hold on. You gotta add. Did you say Fantastic Four? Because that was around too.
No, I mean we have Fantastic Four. Those '90s animated like Marvel shows, they're all in part of the same universe. But I mean like the Silver Surfer, Spider-Man Unlimited, and like Avengers United They Stand. Those are like the last shows that came out for that era. After
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody for watching. Hit that like button. We all would appreciate it. I guess just tap in with us in my posts, or if I do another episode, we stream another episode. But I appreciate you guys for hopping in with me, guys.
Yep, for
No
sure.
problem. Thanks for having us.
All right.
And, yeah.
That is a wrap.